everyone, and welcome to this part 2 of the 18-hour stream for Heavenleigh's GoFundMe. Let that be the first link we put in chat. Today we are raising money for Heavenleigh's GoFundMe. Thank you. You can donate there, and we will see it, and we'll be doing like Bean Boozled and things according to the donate link, or at least I will, because I'm a crazy person. Prices are also slightly higher today for a charity stream. We up the prices for the charity streams, so you know. Forcing you all to be more generous, I'm afraid. Love you all. What else do we have? Oh yeah, opening links. Please check out all the opening links. That's all the places you can find us, places you can support us, find the community, do all the things. Find our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird and Storm Publishing, who are up there. And retweet the tweet, because if you retweet the tweet, then tweeting the tweet will help us retweet the tweet and reach all the people on the Twitter about the GoFundMe and all the other things that we can tweet about. Let's go around and say hello to everyone, starting with our Master of Ceremonies, WildeEngineer. Oh, hi.
Hello, hello. Yes, I'm WildeEngineer, and today we'll be playing some City of Mists. Yeah, I look forward to all the investigations going on.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I'm very much looking forward to being investigating. Let's go down next to Jeff at Many-Eyed Monster.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Jeff Ellis. You can find me on Twitter at Many-Eyed Monster, where I write RPGs and RPG supplements. I haven't played City of Mist before, so I'm really excited to check it out.
Yeah, and next around, just below me on the screen, Holly. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I'm Holly. I'm Sage Ophelia. You can find me on Twitter at the same. Today I'm playing Timothy Wheeler, who is based off of two characters in two of my favorite books. So I'm pretty excited. I've never played the system before, but I have played the child of the system it's based off of, so I'm going in half blind. I'm excited.
Fair. Hi everyone, I'm Scratticus. I'm going to be playing a skater boy who is definitely 100% based on one of my friends from growing up. So enjoy that. I have played City of Mist before. We played Shadows in the Mist way back when with a group of people, and I played the Joker, which was fun. Yeah, well, I haven't done anyone's Twitters or anything, so I'll do that now. But whilst I do that, why don't we hand over to you, Wild?
Right. So I guess the best way to start out is the group of y'all are essentially all part of a detective agency-ish. I guess you can call it that. I mean, you all have your normal day-to-day stuff that you do, but over here in City of Mist, things are kind of different, or at least for those who are touched. For those who have that extra sense, they see the extras that go around. You see the people who are not just people, people who maybe they seem a little stronger than they should be. Maybe they're not actually picking that thing up, but it's floating in their hands. A lot of different things seem to be going on, many that most people don't even notice, but you all do. So, how about we introduce your crew in your agency? It could be like a standard detective agency thing. Just think window panes. But not a lot of people really go to you. Only very special cases. But importantly, how did you all meet? And how do you all know each other? To start with Timothy.
Well, I'm a health inspector by day and a boxer by night. So I just thought maybe since I'm getting my professional workout and my body workout, maybe I could get a mental workout too. And I just sort of happened to see this ad that some business was needed at a detective agency. And I can detect cockroaches, and I can detect mice and rat droppings, so I figured maybe I'd be able to help detect whatever they needed. Went in for an interview, and strangely got on.
Oh, great. So how about you, Henry? How did you end up joining us?
I imagine Henry is kind of the one who started this. Our agency is probably above his used bookstore. He has had troubles seeing things that he cannot understand or explain, which is very uncomfortable for him. He's a bit of a know-it-all, which is probably, I assume, has a lot to do with how he ran into Dorian, given that if you own a used bookstore, you're probably bound to run into some skater boys constantly in your shop doing random crap.
Yeah. Hi. Dorian. Dorian goes by Dodge mostly because, like, you know, like it's just quicker and easier, right? Dodge rather than the whole thing, Dorian. And like, I'm supposed to be going to school and like stuff, but I don't. But I skate an awful lot, and then like when this Henry guy like, you know, tried to like say hi, I was kind of, yeah, no, I wasn't cool with that. You know, I kind of like tried to escape, but like I've been like, you know, following them around and stuff, and I'm not like part of the group, but like, you know, I could be if I wanted to be.
Right. Yes, definitely not a part of the agency, but you're here all the time, as is usual for all adventuring parties, I believe. So you are all here because you were summoned by your local neighborhood friendly detective, because who doesn't know a detective, right? So on this day, I guess you would all be gathered inside when you hear the knock on the door.
Yeah, it's open.
All right. And in walks Detective Charlie. So you all know I'm never happy to be here. I hate involving citizens and any of this kind of stuff. Especially you, Doge. I don't trust you, not one bit.
As soon as Doge heard like his voice, he hid, because Doge does have, you know, quite the criminal record and probably knows the detective for completely different reasons.
I swear to God, Doge, stop asking me to get rid of those skateboarding tickets. You know, they're just warnings. You don't even have to pay a fine for them.
I imagine Doge is like behind a stack of books that Henry is slowly removing as he organizes them.
Like getting smaller and smaller.
Just getting smaller and smaller, revealing more and more of this skater boy.
Just what is it that you want, Charlie?
This one is actually kind of heavy this time. It came up kind of suddenly. Usually Vice is able to pick up on these kind of things, you know. Usually we're able to see the writings on the wall, see it slowly happen, but this time it's just kind of instantaneous. And whenever we try to investigate, we come up with nothing. So.
Well, you know, we are the best, as Henry says. And he sort of like gives Henry a slightly too hard clap. Yeah.
We suspect that there's a kidnapping that occurred. And you gotta be careful with this one. This one involves two of our middle street gangs. You know, they're not quite mob per se, but you know, you don't want to mess around with these guys. All we really need you all to do is see if you can figure out where the victim is. It's like, name's Liz. Actually, like, she's actually the daughter of the cruise gang leader.
God, I was looking for a gang leader's daughter. I mean, how dangerous is this?
That's exactly why I don't want y'all involved. But we're coming with nothing. I've got to suspect that something else is stopping us here. So I mean,
okay.
There's not much we can do at this point. This whole thing is causing the Cruise gang, the Thompson gang, it seems like they're about to break out into something. So we don't need this spilling out into the streets. You know, if we could just figure out where she is, and then, you know, get this whole thing resolved as quickly as we can. You know, I mean, our inside sources kind of told us that there's the Cruise gang kind of sent out their number 2 tracker, hitman, whatever you want to call him. He's the number 2 guy out to look for Liz, and the Thompson gang has their number 2 has kind of just been missing. It's more of a lone wolf type, so we don't know if their number 2 is the one who's causing this or is trying to resolve it, but something's going on. Either way, just watch out for those 2 in particular.
Do they have names? Skills? What they're bringing to the fight?
Thank you very much for the $20 on the GoFundMe, whoever you are. Which will be which will be a Bean Boozled. I know I'm doing Bean Boozled at the minute. I think, yeah, just me, yeah.
I don't have any, I'm so sorry.
Hey, we got someone else doing it with me, awesome.
I have tortilla chips.
Have coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably going to be like spoiled milk or dishwater. The double whammy of this is that I'm colorblind as well. So I've got the lovely choice here of spoiled milk, coconut, tutti frutti, stinky socks, dishwasher water, or birthday cake.
And it's marshmallow or stink bug.
Oh. Yeah, that's spoiled milk, all right.
No.
Jackpot! I got marshmallow.
Was me, thank you very much, Paige. I say that ironically because I'm not thankful at all right at this second, but also thank you very much. You're supporting a good cause, I guess.
Right. So, power-wise, we've got nothing on these 2. They're it's hard to get any information on them. I just say they're heavy hitters, so you got to just be careful about them, you know. But they've obviously got some information that we don't. So, you know, if you somehow get an in or something, or maybe even track them, they might be able to lead you to where we need to be.
So let me get this straight. We don't actually have to save anyone. We just have to find out where they are.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
all right.
less you get involved, the better.
That sounds about right. Look, I got Sophia upstairs. I can't be, you know, running around trying to start gunfights and stuff.
Wait.
All right.
You have guns?
What? No, that's even more to the point.
All right.
Dollars get smaller.
I got these guns right here, but otherwise I don't think we really have anything.
We have those guns right there, as Timothy is wont to say quite often.
Right. Well, you should holster those. Yeah. Right, well, I'm gonna head out. You have my number. Call me if there's anything you can figure out, or if there's anything I can help with. You know. I mean,
will do, detective. Don't trip over the dog on the way out. He has a tendency to kind of just lay there. He doesn't always make a lot of space for everybody.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just step over him.
Yeah, it's not going to happen again. Don't worry. Yeah, but call me if you need anything.
Crap! Oh my god. Yeah, I'll give you a ring.
Right. And Charlie exits.
Okay. Dorian, we come out from behind the counter now. He's gone.
It's like Dora's just gonna like try and stand up coolly, but trip through the books and sort of stagger into the middle of the room and like
okay.
roll over and stand back up again.
I don't. Okay, all right, kid.
That weren't me. That weren't me.
I watched you. No, it's okay. It's fine. Look, Timothy, you know anything about the Cruz or Thompson gangs that we could look into?
Some of the lower tier guys go to the boxing ring every now and then, but not really. We don't really talk about our jobs. I hate my job. Why would I talk about it? I don't want to talk about theirs either.
Yeah. Someone who. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, that's all right. I guess we could. Yeah, I'll have Sophia watch the store, and we can walk over to the ring. What time? Round about what time do they usually hang out over there?
I don't know. I mean, I usually go off after work, so probably 6:30.
Okay, all right. Well, we got like a hour or two. Dorian, do you see either of these types around about? I don't know, the what do you call it, the skating rink or whatever?
Maybe. Could I like roll for this or something like that? Like maybe
You can roll change the game.
Yeah, sure. I think I could apply some tags here. Okay, admittedly only as a weakness though. But in this case, my weakness is kind of a bonus.
I'll give you crowd pleaser.
Yeah. Okay, because I'm looking at him with the wrong crowd, which is normally a weakness, but in the context of this question,
we can make it I'll make you a positive tag for that. Single use positive status.
Thank you. Do I need to do anything for that, or do you
just +1 in the positive up on the top?
And tick crowd pleaser as well.
Mm-hmm.
Change the game. A mild success.
All right, with a mild success. So I believe you can pick one of these. I will say you know one person who might, but your what was it, crowd pleaser doesn't work on him.
There's one guy that I might like sort of know, sort of thing, but like he's kind of a dick.
I imagine that's pretty common over there. I mean, is he Cruz? Is he Thompson? You know who he rolls around with?
Not really, but he's real shifty, and like, if you want to get access to good shit.
There it is.
Yeah.
He's got the good shit. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
he set me up with a new deck last year. It was really sweet. Like, the trucks were just so tight.
A new deck with trucks on it? I don't... Alright, well, it's like you're speaking another language. Alright, Mod, come on. move, move. And this old, you see this like old shop hound just slowly kind of stretch and take its time moving away. And Henry takes out a ring of keys and he's just like, calls upstairs, Sophia, you're watching the store.
Okay.
All right. Okay. And he opens the door. After you, my intrepid investigators.
I mean, you've got the hookup, so you should lead us where to go. Talking to Dodge.
I can't like just turn up to a skate meet with a bunch of detectives. I'm gonna look like a total narc.
Okay, well we can. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's fair. We can hang back, go get gelato or something. And you can.
You don't want that gelato place.
Is it weird? I haven't been there. I don't get out much, so.
You know the part where the gelato comes out, the little nozzle. There's black mold.
Ooh, oh God. Okay, well we're not getting gelato, but Timothy and I'll find something to do while you roll over there and high five everybody or whatever.
Do the kick flip spins and the.
Yeah, you can kick flip on into that and show them what have you, and then you talk to this person. Find out if they know anything about this Liz.
I'll put a GPS of the location in. If you just drive that way, I'll just catch a ride on the back.
Yeah, we're walking.
I suck. All right.
Look, man, it's a used bookstore. We don't exactly. It's fine. Whatever. Just go on. Lead the way.
And I'll skate away on my skateboard and
of course
grab hold of a moving car if possible.
I lock it behind me. Go for it.
Could I somehow use my nose every street power to try to not get lost as he goes zooming off, like to try to figure out where he's going?
Oh yeah.
What?
Let's see, that would be
Feel like an investigate?
we're not doing any. I'll just give it to you.
Okay. Don't worry, Henry. I think I know where it is.
Okay, all right. I imagine at least part of it, like Doge starts sketching, and then just like the car just kind of stops in traffic. He has to just kind of skate around it, and we just sort of follow behind until eventually we lose sight of them, but kind of keep track.
Yeah, catch and release, yo. I'm running red lights and all sorts.
Oh yeah, exactly. Away he goes.
So you're going to the skater park?
Yeah, yeah. Heading to the. It's probably like the skate park's probably for like fancy skaters. You know, we're probably heading to like that street place where everyone just hangs out. You know, that you can hang out for free and it's covered in graffiti and it's like under a bridge or something.
I was gonna say, yeah, under a bridge so that you could get like ramps and inclines and shit.
Yeah.
Right. So when you get to the skate park, you see your contact Chaz there on a... It's not Chad, it's Chaz. You know, he doesn't like the name Chad. So. You see him, talking to the usual skate guys. I'm guessing Doge gets there before everyone else.
Yeah, I think actually, I think Henry leads Timothy up like on top of the bridge, like, and we just kind of hang out for a minute, waiting to see how Dorian does, but trying not to blow his cover.
Timothy just casually pointing to all the restaurants in the area and saying what's wrong with them.
All right. So how does Doge want to proceed?
But is it just Chaz, or are there like more people here or something?
There's a couple of people. You can see that they're all kind of gearing up to start skating around. So like they're kind of in and out. No one's like having a serious conversation with him or anything.
Okay, I'd probably like just. I wouldn't forget what I'm supposed to be doing. No, I wouldn't. I'd I'd just like come along and I guess just go and speak to him because I'm already a skater. It's not like I need to fit in or anything. I'll just like head over and be like, "Hey, Chaz, I was hoping to catch you."
Hey, Doge, you were looking to was it upgrade your rig again, or was it?
My bearings are a little faulty, but no, it's all good. It's all good. They've got some life in them. No, actually, like I've been hearing like about some like gang activity around you, and I was just wondering if you could give me the scoop.
Oh no, Doge. You don't exactly seem like the type to want to come in on this kind of thing. I mean, I don't even think I'd give you a good word on this, honestly. You're only a subpar skater as it is.
Hey, I am excellent at mundane acrobatics, okay? Like...
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I don't want to be, like, in on it. I just wanted to know what's going on, Like, it's interesting.
Why would I tell you anything?
Shit, I don't know. I thought we were friends, bro.
To change the game. Because you said he was a dick, and...
Oh, yeah, totally. He is a dick. I have nothing here for this.
I'll give you Skater Boy.
Sure.
But...
so I do have some apathetic.
I feel like apathetic also works against you. Yeah, just pretty much a straight roll.
Okay. Get rid of the positive tag. Change the game. These descriptions are so huge.
Mild success.
And do I mark attention when I use a weakness as a weakness like that?
We're not really going to deal with that for this game. So.
Cool. No worries.
Yeah. All right. I'll give you a tag of 2 tags. I'll give you suspicious as a kind of a weakness tag, specifically for Chaz, and let's see, and I'll give you the in. Kind of got a bit of an in on it. So he's like, all right, I guess I might be able to tell you something, but I'll skate you for it.
Throw down, bro.
All right, raw. So that would be a toe-to-toe.
Toe-to-toe, and I'm 100% gonna cheat as well. Because, like, I know I'm not the best skater, but I know I'm pretty good at acrobatics and stuff, so I'm gonna do cheap, crowd-pleasing moves. So, toe-to-toe for this, I'd like to use Skater Boy. I think my set of skateboards comes into play here.
Right.
I'm not going to use the wax though. That's not happening. Mundane acrobatics and parkour and climbing.
Is that nimble as a fox?
I was gonna go for like the parkour aspect of things, like running up walls instead of actually doing tricks.
Okay. Yeah. That works. Let's see. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Great success. All right. So what does it look like as you...
Like, I clearly can't do very many tricks, but like I'm gonna go up like a half pipe ramp, do a backflip using the momentum, like land wobbly on the like rim, and then like as the skateboard comes back down, I'm just gonna jump back onto it. Like, you know, it's not really a skating trick, but it is a trick, you know, and like just stupid shit like that. That's what I'm doing, you know. I'm doing the stupid stuff that looks really fun, but would never earn you any points in a competition.
Right. Yeah. So, everyone kind of stops and watches. They're all like cheering you on, and Chaz is like, "Fine, man. Yeah, all right. Meet me in the corner, but I'll tell you something. Honestly, though, you just lucky I learned how to kickflip yesterday."
Kickflip's like so 5 years ago, dude.
Whatever. Right. So, what exactly are you asking, Chaz?
Like, so, come on, I've heard something big's going down with, like, the gangs at the minute. Like, everyone's, like, talking about it around, like, the bookshop and places. Like, what's going on, dude?
Alright. Honestly, even, it just seems like, the Cruz and the Thompsons just started getting into fights for some reason. Like, almost about to fight. Tensions are high. We honestly, we don't know why. Liz, the boss's daughter, she went missing. So we think the Thompson gang's the ones who are trying to start this shit. We think they want to coach in on our territory. Honestly, we could always use a couple extra hands. So, you know, if
yeah, man, I'm there. You know, I'm good. Like, what's when and where, yo?
Then he'll give you the kind of like the initiation grams. You there? This is like this is pretty much where we hang out. You know. Yeah, you just head over there and we'll get you in. You know, pretty sure those sweet flips you did will come in handy. I mean, I don't know why, but somehow they will.
Got it, dude. All right, I'll catch you later on.
Mm-hmm. So did Tim and Henry were just gonna hang around, or are they gonna do anything else during this?
We have, I think they stood there for maybe 1 minute, and then they wandered off to get food because Timothy actually spied like an actually good restaurant.
Yeah, they had a live chicken out back once, and I give them a pass anyway because, you know, it's my favorite Mexican place. Pulls out like a set of knife and fork that's like in a plastic bag and like a little case.
Oh no. I imagine they've already been sat at a table, and Henry's watching this, and he's like, this is why I don't leave the shop a lot. What do you
know what your kitchen looks like? Do you know all the germs in it? Do you know what comes out at night when you're not in it?
Wait. What? What comes out at night?
It could be roaches, could be mice, could be rats.
Oh, right. Yeah. Maybe I do read too much. I was thinking werewolves.
I mean, it could be werewolves if you have a really big empty cabinet.
Henry scans the area, looks at the people. Oh no! You think Dorian's gonna find anything with that skater kid?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know what the kids know today.
He where Henry takes out his wallet and he kind of just like looks at it and he's like, should we get the kid like a burrito or something?
Probably. He looks kind of rough.
Yeah, I try not to like baby him, but I mean, you see it, right? Like,
no one even makes sure that he goes to school. First off, you can only imagine what the home life is like.
Yeah, he's hanging around with all these low lifes, and I'm just like, I want to, but I'm not the kid's dad. It's fine. All right, and so I imagine they while Dorian's having this skate off, they just kind of like quietly eat a meal, shoot the shit, and then walk back to the bridge with like a foil wrapped burrito. As Dorian's wrapping up, they meet probably just like a few blocks away from the bridge. I got you burrito. It's chicken and I think beans and rice, some salsa and guacamole. So, you can have that. That one's on me. I won't take it out of your pay or anything. You just look like you could probably eat.
You totally didn't have to do that. Don't even worry about it. Sure. And Dorian would still take the burrito and put it in his bag though. Don't even need this. I eat okay.
Sure. I don't know if I've ever seen you eat, but I'm certain that you do.
You tell me you probably should eat more, get some meat on those bones.
Yeah, more skating fuel.
Or more protein.
For all your skating.
Stop. You're hurting me. This hurts. Stop.
Yeah, that's fair. I figured I'd try, but I'm not the best at this.
Did you get any information?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and be initiated into the Thompsons later tonight.
Wait, what? That is. Hold on.
The cruise gang.
The cruise gang.
Into the cruise gang.
Yeah, they need help against the Thompsons, so I figured they told me when and where, so we can totally
That is so far beyond just getting some information.
Well, I got the when and where.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Besides, I don't have to turn up. I'm a total letdown, so it won't even be a surprise.
Self-awareness is important. Okay. Well. Shit. Did they? So when and where?
And I'll say when and where this initiation grounds is.
Right, so the initiation isn't until later that night.
Okay.
Definitely, probably around 8 p.m.-ish. They don't really have exact times.
Sure, yeah. They're gangs. They're not going to bother with clocks and stuff. Okay, so and then where? Have we come up with someone? That one?
That would be over by the Flower District.
Thank you very much, Bo, who's just donated just shy of £100.
Oh!
Thank you so much. With the message, he says hastily looking up his recent events tab. Please do another adventure with you guys, maybe Heavenleigh too. It'd be so amazing. Right? Totally. Thank you.
That would be awesome.
Also, thank you to Otherdoc, who gives Wild an advantage, and Torn Pixie, who gave Holly an advantage.
Yay!
I will treat that advantage as a disadvantage for one of y'all.
Oh.
Gee, you're so nice. Thank you.
Aw, you're welcome.
Warms my soul.
We love a benevolent MC.
Yeah.
Cool. So, cruise gang, right? Okay. cruise initiation tonight in the Flower District. Okay. We've kind of shot the shit around here. It's probably close to time that we can head over to the boxing ring.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Most definitely.
Is the boxing ring close to the Flower District? Perchance?
That would be on the other side of town, actually.
I'll box fast.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So the Flower District or the boxing ring is on the other side of town?
The boxing ring would be closer to the Fish District on the other side of town.
Okay, I see. All right. Well, I guess it's time to catch a bus. Timothy, do you, by any chance, have $3?
Probably I have $3, right? I don't have inventory.
Because I am a little short. I may have spent $5 on a burrito.
Yeah, I can do $3.
Cool. I'll get you back. Absolutely. And you know, you always got the discount at the shop. Whenever you need a book, you just let me know.
Whenever you need Mexican, just go there.
Yeah, no, that was great. That was good stuff.
It's the only one. And he
The
looks
only one?
haunted for our muscles.
Cool. So we bus over to the boxing ring.
Yeah, we don't have to roleplay all catching the bus. So at the boxing ring.
Where's that bus?
What was the name of your friend, Timothy? Or do you just know random folks?
I've heard that probably there are people from the gangs that go to box there. They fight. I like.
Okay.
I don't really talk much while I'm there. I just sort of go in and like box people and leave because I hate talking about my job.
Right.
I have to.
Well, all right. When you get there, you see the head trainer is kind of like he's kind of in the corner, just looking into the ring disapprovingly. You see a couple guys in a match. You know, a bunch of tattoos, looking pretty gruff. You know, like they're trouble. So,
do we know like if there's some sort of distinguishing like one wears red and one wears blue, or there's like a tattoo on the neck that like says cruise?
You can roll to change the game to see if you do.
Yeah. Can I use my an eye for details?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Great success.
Great success.
All right. So you definitely see that one of the guys in the ring, both of them actually, are a part of the Thompson gang. It's relatively distinct. It's kind of like a mix of a subtle fish into a tea kind of gang, you know, kind of a symbol. So
I'm gonna sort of nod to the disappointed ringmaster, and it's not what they're called, but I don't actually box in real life, folks.
Hell yeah. I wish. A ringmaster.
And go up to the ropes and sort of lean on them, and I bet whoever wins this one.
Right. They both look at you and they're like ignoring you. One of the guys on the side of the ring is like, "Hey, you better get out of here. This ain't for you."
Could be. And
No,
he kind of, like leans while like doing the like flexing as many muscles as possible thing.
We'll see what they say. you hang back. So now they're going to continue on for a little bit. Did you guys want to do anything in the meantime? Or?
Henry is just sitting on one of the like guaranteed folding chairs, like off the wall, just like he's just kind of stooped. He's a very like hunched dude. He's just watching them box, and he's just like, the brutality of it all. It's just so much. Oh my goodness.
How about Doge? Are you doing anything?
Yeah, Doge probably will have like hung around outside. He doesn't like going in like places with lots of strong people. That's get terrifying. So he'll probably be off somewhere having a crafty fag. American slang, not a crafty, a cigarette.
Okay.
That international border sometimes, you know.
Let's see.
I'll just be casually boxing one of the like big thingies.
Heavy bag.
All right.
Yeah.
So Henry and Timothy are both inside. Could you roll me and investigate?
No, I can't.
I was muted. Are we investigating people by any chance? Like, are we?
Just taking a look at what you
Just a
notice
look
from
around.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I have any. Oh, do I have any weaknesses? No. Investigate. There it is. 7.
Mild success. Can you get one clue? I'll just say for this, you notice the guy on the side of the ring. They seems to be packing up his bag, you know. So,
Like he's like heading out.
yeah, like despite what they said to Timothy, would you have heard that?
Yeah, I was pretty close by. I'm kind of just sitting like beside the ring.
It doesn't look like they're actually going to stick around for it.
I kind of casually just walk over to him, hunched, hands in his pockets. He's wearing just kind of like a slouchy cardigan, some beat up old jeans and like loafers. And he just walks over to him like, do you come to this place a lot? I was hoping to, get into it a bit, try to learn the ropes, as they probably say, work on some of these. You know, it's mostly just gristle in there. I'm trying to beef up, press my, see if I can get Charlotte back. You know what I mean? You know, things have been rough. And he just starts kind of prattling on about like, the ex left me after just like going on and on about this.
Right, so you're kind of trying to stall him, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Let's go with convinced to see if he's actually listening in, or if you're actually distracting him. You know.
Okay. Local business owner, self-reliant. Harsh frown. I feel like I might apply my harsh frown weakness. He's kind of just like got a perpetual just scowl, so he's not the best at like talking to people or making himself convincing.
Yeah. I'll give you self-reliant.
Okay. Cool. Boop, boop, boop. So that would even them out, and then I will. You said convince?
Yes.
Cool. Ooh.
3.
Nope.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to talk to you. Talk to the train over there.
And he looks over at the head trainer. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my mistake. I am. We've seen like that this dude is at least with the Thompson gang.
Yeah, all three of them are part of the Thompson gang.
Okay.
Or you can assume so because, the only two actually have no shirts on are the ones in the ring. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the one on the side is definitely with them.
Okay. I am going to attempt to use my mythos to steal this person's memories.
All right.
I imagine it's sort of a short-range telepathic affair. So, like, I don't necessarily need to touch him, but I do need to be very close to him. And as I sort of just kind of like nod, like, oh yeah, my mistake. I'm going to try to do that.
So let's see.
Maybe take a risk, or
Yeah, that's definitely take a risk.
Okay.
You can use steal the memories.
Okay,
I'll give you cautious.
nice. Okay, yeah, cool.
Weakness of always gets into trouble.
Okay, cool. All right, take a risk. Great success.
All right.
11.
So are you looking for anything in particular, or?
I just want to see if he has any memories generally relating to the cruise gang and specifically to Liz or this number 2 for the cruise gang, their hitman.
All right. So we get are kind of like it's not like a full memory. It's just like a couple of quick small videos of different memories. So you get one that's like it's like where you see a bunch of everyone all gathered up, and there's like the head of the gang is definitely talking to him. He's like, we don't know what's going on, but apparently we might be going to war with the cruisers. Don't know where the hell Jessie is, but she might be trying to solve this. She does her own thing, so hopefully that's what's going on. With that, you get another memory of him essentially going to Jessie's apartment. It's just pretty much him dropping something off and saying and just looking around, and that's pretty much the end of the memory. But you do get an address out of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're able to essentially recognize the building and the of Jesse's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right. And pretty much it's like you get that you have about 2 days at most before things really start to escalate.
Okay. Cool. 2 days. And then just to kind of like sell the lie, Henry wanders over to the boxing trainer and just starts giving him the same exact like, I gotta toughen up, I gotta look cool, I gotta get yoked.
Yeah, he's like, really? All right, well, step into my office. I'll sign you up right away.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
It's like a $50 down, it's a month-to-month kind of thing.
Wow,
but,
50 on the spot. Ooh.
I mean, we give you a free towel.
Free towel? I mean, that's pretty cool. I was kind of wondering.
I have to have a towel. You can't get here without a towel.
And he just kind of like...
He just sort of pull a towel out from his clothes.
Is it a branded towel for the gym?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it's like a black towel with like the whole towel has nothing but the gym's wording. It's in big block letters. It's not subtle at all.
Oh God. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't have 50 right now, but this is, I mean, I was happy to check the place out. It looks great. Got some fine boxers here, but I'll come back. I'll come back after payday, when things are a little more flush. But that's good to know about the down payment and everything. And he's just kind of like awkwardly nearing the door, and then he just turns and like leaves.
Timothy, you see Henry leave. Are you doing anything?
Probably just continuing like my set, because I feel like boxers like have a certain routine, and just like kind of looking around. Is it obvious that the guy packing up is like gone, right?
At this point, you see the two guys in the ring both get out, and neither of them are staying in, and they're all pretty much getting ready to head out through the back.
I'll go up to the one that looks less rough and, what? So you don't want to stay and have one more match?
We ain't got time for you.
Big plans then? More important plans than getting shown up?
They look at you kind of suspiciously. He's like, "You trying to find something out?"
That's why you won't fight me.
Yeah, I ain't got time for this. You want to do anything else? Try and convince them? I can let you roll a convince tag to see if anyone will do anything. But
no, I don't want them to think I'm suspicious, but also it's sort of my understanding that there are like those two and me that are boxers, and like no one else is here. And he's just like, I was gonna box today. So he's just sort of like bummed out he can't box, but he'll leave it. He won't try to make him fight him.
All right, so they leave through the back, and Henry and Doge are in the front now. You go by the left to the front.
Yeah, I'll leave out the front and back up with them.
All right.
Doge is under the impression that Henry and Timothy don't know he smokes, so like as soon as he sees them coming out, he's like. Like hiding the lighter.
Henry like immediately is like, "Oh, what's that smell? It's so strange."
Bus just went by.
Oh, the bus that went by. That was probably it. Yeah, real those quiet buses they've been working on.
Yeah, pouring out smoke.
Yeah, it's weird that they invest so much effort into the sound, but then it still just pumps out all that tobacco. It's weird. Then he looks over at Timothy as he comes out. He's like, I'm guessing you weren't able to get them to go toe to toe, mano a mano.
No, they said they had other things to do and didn't have time to fight. Which, why are you at a boxing ring if you don't have time to fight? But
yeah. Well, I was able to get.
Did you get a membership?
Did not do the membership. They get you with a 50 down payment, and then I don't have money for that. I got Sophia's books and everything. You would think at a used bookstore I could easily get textbooks, but in fact, cannot. Those things are expensive.
Well, they make you buy the first editions and hardbacks.
Yeah, they're like, you have to get us. I'm like, it's all the same, but
disc in the back.
Are we any closer to finding the person that we're supposed to find?
Yes, about that. Right. Sorry. I do have an address for someone who I think might be one of the higher ups in the Thompson gang. This fella dropped off a package over there. But I do feel like time is not on our side. We only have a couple days, I think, before this whole thing's gonna boil over, and then
All right, where should we go then? Do we want to head to the initiation or head to this guy's like address?
That is a good question. I mean, the initiation's tonight, so we could do that. I don't think a whole apartment is going anywhere anytime soon. So we could. The only thing is, I'm worried. I don't want to send you in there alone. If we could find one of these cruise punks, I could. I don't know how much I can take other people's. I can make myself look like other people as well as know a great deal about them. So if we could maybe find one of these cruise guys, I could give you some backup. And then maybe we could just, Timothy, you got muscles and such. You look like you might just show up for a scrap, for a sparring.
So what exactly are we saying the plan is? We like kidnap some guy from the cruise gang?
Kidnapping is bad.
You said it, alright? Like, I'm just saying like it is.
We could just sort of make some circumstances happen that make him unable to attend.
Yeah, really what we need is find a person. I look like them. Make sure they don't go where I'm going. They can go somewhere else. They don't need to be, or anything. But yeah, I think if we've
gone from kidnapping to like murder, like I thought we were supposed to be like good guys.
No. I'm saying we don't do that.
Like you're giving me mixed signals here. Like no mixed signals, Dorian. I need this to be crystal clear. We are not. I'm saying we're not gonna kill anybody. Well, good. I don't want to kill anyone.
Let's say that he has to drive to the big meet, and somebody just maybe his tires bolts get stripped or something.
Yeah, there you go. See, yeah, we just need to make it so that they don't show up when I show up, because that would be extremely bad.
All right, whatever, dude.
Don't call me dude.
Why not?
Disrespectful.
Jeez, are you my dad?
No, I've said this so many times. And so so the initiation is in the Flower District. I assume that's kind of their territory as well?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much where they're.
So is that by Jesse's house, Jesse's apartment?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Jesse was in the Thompson gang, so they're on opposite sides.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Liz, the one you're looking for, is part of the cruise gang, though.
Yeah. Okay, so if we head towards the initiation, there's probably someone. We could probably find someone at least hanging around the area. And then inconvenience them is the plan.
I have a way to sort of make people a little less lucky than they tend to be, so.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, okay. So if we just grab, he looks at his bus ticket and he's like, oh, we do not have a lot of time for a transfer. If we do not get on this now, it's going to be another $3, and I do not have that, and I don't want to keep asking you for money, Timothy. So let's jump on the 8, and that'll take us over across town to the Flower District.
All right, I'll see you there, and like, all Dodge is going to do is hold on to the back of the bus. Yeah.
Cool. So we head over to the district.
Right. So you're going to the initiation. Or okay. So so the initiation is going to be in a bit. I'm guessing you are looking for a member.
We're looking for someone to bamboozle.
Right. All right. You can. Who wants to roll a change the game for me?
I'll do it. This is my part of the plan.
Whilst we're walking around as well, Dodge would definitely ask, so hang on a minute, was the person kidnapped one of the crews or one of the Thompsons?
One of the cruises.
All right, cool.
Cruise? Yeah. Okay, and then I'm trying to think if there's anything. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye out. Yeah, not really. There aren't really a ton of tags to apply on this. Cool. So change the game. Boop. An 8. Mild success. Ooh. I did too.
I was muted. Okay, on an 8, can you will notice like 1 or 2 cars that definitely seem kind of suspicious. So you can follow them around, or you can just, they're definitely strategically placed around certain parts of the flower district. You don't see a lot right now. It's just those 2 at this time.
Okay. Are there people in them at the moment?
Not at the moment. You can check the stores, or there's even one's in front of an actual flower distribution center. One's in front of a restaurant.
Okay, yeah. Henry looks at Timothy. He's just like, "What do you know about this place? You ever come here?"
Let's just say it would be easy to turn someone's luck if they're in that place.
Okay, well then that sounds exactly like our place. Yeah, we could. Oh, I'm trying to think of what we do when we go in there. I mean, we did just eat. I don't really want to. I guess we could just get a cup of coffee or something.
I have the power tag of health inspector. Can I use it to pretend to inspect this place?
Late night surprise inspection.
Bam! Dinner time.
Of course you can.
Would that be a take a risk or?
Most definitely.
Okay. Can I use my mythos of trustworthy appearance also?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Mild success. All right. You see one guy at a table who's looking a little shady. He's got like a cup of coffee and just kind of like reading a newspaper. And the owner comes out. He's like, really? Aren't you supposed to schedule these in advance?
Not the surprised ones. I'm even dressed in plain clothes to double surprise you. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Is this? I don't know. This is rush hour. Fine, dude. Just make it quick.
All right, I'll start in
you to the
the
back.
Nope, I guess I'll start in the back. Kind of gives a look at Henry as he's being ushered to the back, and
he's kind of like thumbs up.
Pulls out like a little notebook and starts writing down as he's looking. I see you scrubbed those baseboards like I asked you to last time. Look pretty good. Those drains, though, they definitely need attention.
What? Yeah. I mean, we have an A rating. I don't understand why you'd inspect us.
I have to keep that A rating. It's always good to make sure that you're not getting your hands dirty with anything.
All right. You almost done with this?
Yep, just the dining room to do then. Gotta make sure the high chairs are all clean.
Fine. Just try not to bother the customers.
Of course not. He'll shoulder his way out, and he's gonna look under a lot of tables for gum. And gonna look at the high chairs for where kids just like shove food in their mouth and then like grab it and make sure that they're clean. Can you tell I worked in food service? And then he's gonna sort of circle by the sketchy looking person. You said there were one or two?
Just the one.
Just the one. Gonna sort of go by and kind of like put on some gloves. And can I just very briefly just look at this very fast?
Can you roll convince for me?
Yes. What am I adding to this, or just straight convince?
Tell me, what do you think works?
I think my weakness of paranoid might work against my favor. Possibly trustworthy appearance.
I'll give you health inspector. I'm assuming you have a badge on you.
Yeah, always. Towel and a badge. I'm ready. Okay.
All right, mild success. He is like, yeah. But with a success, I'll give you that he hasn't really been reading the newspaper. You can tell he's on the same page as when he came in. Are you inside the restaurant as well, Henry?
Yeah, I'm picturing this place as kind of just like a diner type deal, and Henry is sitting at the counter, just kind of like tapping his fingers, just casually looking at a menu that I assume is Xeroxed and laminated. That's what I meant. And he's just kind of like, essentially what he's trying to do is just get a firm idea in his head of what this person looks like for when he adopts their identity.
Right, so you're looking at this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's looking back. Doge, what are you doing? Oh, we're in the restaurant right now.
Oh,
being a mild spectacle.
Do they have any like snacks like on the counter?
Yeah, this is kind of they have some bags of chips that you can buy. There's also a little thing behind the register of like oyster crackers, for people who buy soup.
Yeah, and I'm like looking at them and like sort of looking behind the bar, and I'm just like I'm actually looking to see if they've got any jobs going.
Yeah, there's a maybe like help wanted signs.
Sorry?
You mean like looking for work?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says there's a definitely help wanted sign that says inquire within.
Oh, sweet. Like, so I'll be like looking to the bar person, the counter worker, cashier, I guess. Hi. I like money.
What?
Like, you've got a job.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any forms on you now. I think you can go online. I think we might be on random job site. We might be on one of those. I'm pretty sure just look up our name.
Oh yeah, right. I'll do that. Yeah.
You don't have like a college degree or anything, right?
No.
Okay, good. We don't hire them.
Well, okay. So like turns around, mouths "fuck you" too, and like walks away.
Are you actually investigating, or are you just inquiring about the job?
No, I was just hungry. I thought I'd ask
You
about.
have a burrito in your backpack.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna eat it in front of Henry.
Okay, so Timothy and Henry, with the guy looking at you and Timothy inspecting close to the guy, what do you all want to do?
I want to. Can I change the game to? Is he eating or drinking something?
He's got a cup of coffee. That's about it. It looked kind of lukewarm.
Ah, shoot. I was gonna try to give him food poisoning.
I mean, you can always try.
That's
Give him
true.
coffee poisoning.
Yeah, I have takeaway good fortune as one of my Mythos power tags.
Mhm.
So can I use that to change the game and try to give him food poisoning?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. That man's gonna be
Great
glued
success.
to the toilet.
He's like, oh, God damn, I know I should have drinking so much coffee. And he just runs off.
As he, I imagine he has to run past the counter to get to the bathroom. So as he passes, I am going to try to steal some of his memories for use in adopting his identity.
Okay.
So I'm going to apply steal their memories. Memory wipe. Barely making ends meet. Hunter always gets into trouble.
This will be a change the game as well.
Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking just steal their memories. I don't know if there are any weaknesses you want to apply.
Well, he's running off, so I'm gonna say no. Actually, you're on the bar counter.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's steal. Okay, you can just
Cool. Where did it go? You said it was change the game?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it update? 10, great success.
Ooh, I'm a great success. All right. So the memories you get are let's see, he's part of the cruise gang, right? You actually see him in a girl's room. Definitely an older girls, probably someone maybe in their early 20s, maybe late teens, early 20s. Things in the room look a bit disheveled. Like he's trying to figure out what happened. You see him look into a mirror. You definitely see his face pretty distinctly.
Nice.
Yeah, he's like, you hear him say, "Where the hell did you go?" And you see him walk out, and you can see the you see the property that he walks out of. So you can grab a street address from there.
Nice.
Let's see. As you're walking out, you see what is it? You see a book on a nightstand that says Liz on the front.
Okay, cool. Excuse me. Specifically, I do want to make sure that I pull his name out of his head so that I know who the hell I am.
He's Carlos.
Carlos, okay. Henry watches this guy just like sprint to the bathroom, and then he like gives a very and like watches the health inspector taking notes, and then he like gives a very pointed look at the menu and then puts it down, and then he gets up and he walks out of the restaurant.
An alibi to be cheap.
All right. So you have, at this point, you have this guy's face. Did you want to do anything else while around here, or did you want to go to the initiation? And you also got a new address for Liz.
Yeah. So we have Liz's address. We have Jesse's address,
right.
And then I have Carlos's identity. And yeah, I'm ready to go to the initiation if everyone else is.
Like whatever, dude.
All right. So y'all can head over to the initiation. When you get there, and he's like, "Oh, good, Carlos, you're here. Is this the guy that Chaz was talking to us about? Did he like text you or something?"
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I ran in. He told me to pick him up along the way. So.
All right. Who's the third one?
This guy? Okay, so this is my recommendation. This guy, I was saw him over at the
boxing ring.
He's got a mean right hook for sure.
All right. Well, you know how it goes. All right. Doge, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. And what was your name? Looking at Timothy.
Tom.
All right. So how this goes is we got a brass knuckle and a knife. Pick one, beat Carlos, and you're in.
Yeah, you gotta. You hear like an interesting quaver, like, yeah, you gotta beat me.
Right. So who's first?
Like,
well, come on now,
Carlos. When I'm done with him, so you might as well go first.
All right, Doge. Knuckles or knife?
Like
Henry's just like wide-eyed, like
totally the knife, yo. And like,
all right.
he's gonna walk over and like pick up the knife in his left hand.
Carlos. So is it like Doge takes the knife, so I take the knuckles? Is that how it works?
No, you're Carlos. You're supposed to have a butterfly knife on you.
Okay, cool. All right, that's okay.
But do you? Because you just stole his face. You are not Carlos.
Yeah, that is a good point. Carlos looks at, what was this person's name? Chaz? Is that who we were talking to? Or no, Chaz was the person at the thing.
Yeah, Chaz isn't actually there. This is just
Just
random
one of
NPC
the
number 2.
cruise gang guys. Yeah. Yeah. So I do want to point out, like, essentially, like, as they were walking over here, just kind of like a mist blew past Henry, and essentially he was like Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he looks at the guy. He's like, "Hey, man, I kind of gave my I left my knife at Liz's place while I was looking at the scene. But yeah, you got, like, if I'm gonna take this kid on, like, I don't really want to do it just hand a knife situation."
Sure. I guess you can go grab it. I mean, we can wait for more people to come in. I mean, we all love watching this, especially when you see the other guy down and he's just bleeding out.
Oh yeah. yeah, I love that. No, just like, can I borrow? Look, this is embarrassing, but can I borrow your knife?
What?
Can I borrow your knife for it? I don't want to go all the way back to Liz's place.
But no, we don't use knives. I mean, I got my. He takes out his gun. I was like, this ain't gonna be fair though. What? No, I mean, if you want to bare knuckle him, I mean, that's awesome. You're the man, Carlos. But up to you.
That's right. I am the man. All right. And he looks over at Doge and he's like, "All right, kid." And he like goes to like crack his knuckles, but they don't really crack. So he's like, "Hold on, I got one there. Yeah, there we go. All right. We're gonna do this just bare fists, you and me."
Oh, no. He picked the knife. You got a bare knuckle him, Carlos. I mean, I'm looking forward to this one. Haven't seen this one before.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna tear you up. Here we go.
All right.
And he like just like wide-eyed.
So he does a thing where they have y'all grab hands in the center, both right hands, and they tie a handkerchief around the two hands.
Oh shit! Okay.
Just like oh god.
I've never seen a beating during a knife fight, but yeah, it's gonna be something interesting. Good luck, Doge.
So okay. Like when we're like before we even before there's like a signal to go or anything, Doge is gonna like spin his skateboard around on its truck so that it hits Henry in the knee.
Oh shit. Okay, well, and then like Henry's gonna we're tied up though, right? Like, or at least we have the bandana on it.
Yeah, so you guys gonna actually fight, or are you guys gonna pretend fight? And
I don't know how we're gonna pretend.
yeah. I mean, you kind of stepped into an initiation circle with a bunch of guys, and
I know
they're all kind of watching you.
I mean, yeah.
I think we need to change the game. I think we need to have like something come in that like changes this scene because we're like bones.
You can always try and run away. It's always an option.
Yeah,
we're like tied together. Okay, so I think Dodge might try and like use their parkour skills to roll over Henry and like try and get up a wall or something, so they're on a fire escape, like with dangling down.
So think of the area as like it's like kind of like a warehouse, like one of those steel grate warehouses. So it's like you still have a giant garage opening. You know, I mean, the later it gets, they're probably going to close it up, but for now it's still open because it's still kind of early in the day.
Containers around or something like that.
Boxes and stuff like that. You know, it's pretty much the Who's Bad music video.
Yeah. Okay. Like
or beat
like Dodge's like go-to fight reaction is flight and flight upwards. So like hit Henry in the knee, so Henry crouches down, roll over him, and then try and get up high.
Yeah.
Up high or out? Like, because you can try and scale to a window, or climb up the boxes.
We're like tied hand to hand, right? So just up.
Yeah.
Just up. Like. Just on top of a box somewhere, like out of melee reach, and this means I win, right?
Sure, yeah.
Well, he is up there.
Roll to change the game. And what is Timothy going to be doing during this?
Cheering worriedly.
Okay, I mean, you can always try and step out during the distraction if you want, but yeah, you can cheer.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get information here, and they didn't tell me that they weren't actually gonna fight. So,
yeah, I'm gonna use parkour and climbing, nimble as a fox, and mundane acrobatics. If that's
okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna give you a status -1 for tied up.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else do you have? Oh, -1 for.
The effect I took earlier?
For Henry, because it's the weight of Henry.
Can I work with him to try to make sure that, like, because it's just a bandana, like, can I work with him to try to make sure that this like unties as he starts climbing up?
Sure. All right, so I'll take away the Henry if you do that. All right, so
I kind of want this to be awful. I kind of want it to be a really bad roll.
I can give you hidden vantage points if you want that.
No, I don't want to put too much on it because I kind of want it to be bad.
All right, I'll give you you get apathetic as well.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Let's do this. There it is.
Yeah. As you're trying to climb up, the weight of Henry pulls you back down, and you fall on your knife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, how about Henry gets like cut or something, and the cold iron breaks my visage, my identity, because
Yeah.
that's how it works essentially. Like cold iron transforms me back.
Doge falls on top of you. You actually crash into one of the boxes, which has some wrought iron in it. And yeah, you break your cover. So now you guys are on the ground in an initiation circle with a bunch of guys looking at you, knowing that you're not Carlos. And Timothy is cheering on.
Upon seeing this travesty, Timothy is not so dumb as to not realize what exactly has gone tragically wrong. So could I use my mythos to turn solid matter into liquid, the ground underneath the ring of foes?
Yes, you can.
Liquid. Okay, is that a change to the game?
That would be a face. Let's get hit with all you got.
Okay. And can I use anything?
Specifically, I do want to call out like these two falling into these crates, and then like Doge stands up, and this like wiry like old dude like who's clearly not Carlos, like, oh god, oh.
So considering this is like an AoE, I'm gonna give you can't tell allies from foes.
Okay.
All right.
And yeah, let me hit with all I got.
Oh, right. So you control this perfectly. How does that look like?
So as they sort of fall down, and I see like I'm about, yeah, get it, and then I see like it's like the weird ramp up move, and then like they kind of come down tangled, and Henry is Henry now. Timothy's just like, ah, shit, and just like very subtly like does whatever happens to like channel the mythos, and all of the like concrete underneath just the people in the ring, unfortunately myself included because I'm in the ring, would just turn into liquid instead of solid concrete.
Give me a face danger for that then.
Mm-hmm. Let me take off these.
So I've heard from our donator through Twitter, and they're asking if they can bamboozle the knife fight in some way to get us out of there. But then Tim seems like they have it covered. Okay, carry on.
Right. So with 11, you managed to just jump out of your own ring of destruction.
Is the concrete like molten concrete, or is it just like liquid?
I'd say your powers essentially converted it into a different state. So it's a lot of energy expenditure. It's hot asphalt.
Okay, guys, let's get out of here. You think?
Yep. Nope. Yep. And Henry just kind of like walks around it and towards the exit, and towards Timothy and the exit.
Doge is looking around. Did any of them leave a car here?
Oh, there's plenty of cars.
Grand Theft Auto, let's do this.
Yeah, as soon as Doge starts like heading towards the car, Henry's like, he looks at all of the the whole gang.
They were there to watch initiations, so they've all come, ripped and roaring to go. Some of them even have their what do you call them? Their show cars out. The party time.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, Henry's just like, oh, okay, and he kind of has to like weigh getting in a car with Doge at the wheel and like all of his gang members. So he's like, but then eventually it just goes with him, like, oh.
Thank you very much, the Sage BB, for that raid. Sage, welcome in, and oh hi everyone. Thank you for coming and supporting us today.
Hi.
We are raising money for our friend Heavenleigh, who's going through a really hard time today. Please check out the GoFundMe link, and thank you so much all for joining us and supporting us today. We appreciate you. However, Doge, is running straight towards that green, metallic, pearlescent coated lowrider with the soft top roof and the spinning rims. That's the car that he's going for. Yeah.
And do you guys know how to hotwire a car at all?
Dodge definitely does.
All right, then. I'll give it to you.
And I have my multi-tool to help.
All right, so you get the car. As you're running away, you notice that everyone in the circle is like struggling to get their shoes out of this liquid asphalt as it's quickly starting to harden up again. So where are you guys gonna go now?
Oh, Dodge doesn't know how to drive, but he's stepping on the gas. He doesn't know where he's going.
Oh, I knew it. Oh. Henry's just like, no.
Like, this is America as well, right? So he doesn't even need to figure out gears. This is gonna be great.
Timothy, you're with us, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Timothy's
okay, cool.
Like very awkwardly crammed into the backspace because I imagine this is like a coupe, and you have like the other two up front, and Henry's like, and Timothy's just like kind of stuck, unable to help in the back here.
Right,
yeah,
so...
I mean, Doja's at the wheel. Henry's just yelling.
So Doge, do you end up sticking around in the flower district, or you end up going towards the fish district?
I don't know. Coming out of here, I'll turn left, probably into oncoming traffic, swerve onto the right side of the road.
Well, Timothy knows where you are because Timothy knows the roads, right?
Yeah, Timothy will kind of like try to like yell direct from the back, and every so often just sort of like head crack against like as we're just going way too fast and start stopping and stuff.
Yeah, let's be very clear here. Dodge has never driven a car before. He has no understanding of how much you're supposed to press that accelerator. It's pedal to the metal. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like, he thinks that's just a button, like a PlayStation.
I imagine we just like immediately like and then like do that thing where you like slam on the brakes because you don't expect it to go that fast and just like, you know.
Yeah.
All right, Timothy, since you're directing us, where do we end up?
Liz's.
I imagine we get in the vicinity of Liz's as we like slowly screaming, just kind of try to get Doge to understand like it's a pedal, it's like a gradual like success, like trying to just teach him like basically building the plane as it's falling, essentially, like. Right.
And like when Tim's saying turn left, Dodge is not doing any sort of gradual steering. It's
yeah, so we come rip roaring onto Liz's street, and then I imagine just like slam the brakes right in front of the house, and all of us just like.
Is there a tree or a post box? Lamppost, that'll do. We'll hit a lamppost.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, you managed to hit a lamppost. Let's say 2 blocks away.
Okay,
that's close enough. Dodge is still like holding onto the steering wheel, just like looking out.
So, as you get to Liz's, we're gonna say that none of you are injured because this was more of a really one of those I don't know how to brake, I don't know if I should accelerate, come to a stop at the lamppost kind of stuff. You notice that there are some guards outside of Liz's, but it seems kind of light, probably because it was initiation night. So yeah, if you want to get into Liz's, you gotta figure a way around the guards, but for the most part, it's kind of light.
Did we establish that my clothes do not also turn invisible?
Yes, you specifically requested that.
Timothy begins to get naked in the back. And
Henry is like gently trying to like pry Doge's hands off of the steering wheel, like, come on, kid. I know that was probably one of the scariest moments of my entire life.
That was so cool.
Cool is one word for it. Yeah, let's just get you out of here, make sure everything's all right. And then he looks back and he sees Timothy just like under, and he's like, did you snap? What is going on? Why are you...
I have a plan. Sometimes I can be very hard to find, but I have to be naked first.
Okay. And he kind of actually just like stops, and then he realizes that he's staring at you like while you're trying to, and then he's like, oh yeah.
All right, so Timothy's becoming invisible by getting naked. Doge, how are you gonna try and get in?
Oh, I'm probably gonna like just climb the fire escape or something. Like my mythos is all about like parkour, hidden vantage points, and that sort of thing. So like, I'm gonna start climbing that fire escape, probably.
And Henry, do you have any specific plans?
Henry is going to wait until, I guess, no, as Doge is going around to climb up, he's going to distract the guards and just kind of like walk up, just that unassuming, hands in his pockets, like, oh, hey fellas, how's it going?
All right. Henry, can you roll me a convince?
Excuse me.
Let's see. Doge, can you do sneak around? And let's see. Timothy, you're naked?
Yeah.
Cool. You can just walk straight in. No, actually, you do a sneak around as well, but I'll give you plus tags for being invisible.
Okay.
Or your plus tag is no clothes, so.
Naked. It's my power.
So Timothy with a... Okay. So a 7, with a 7, you're able to get in. They don't notice you because of the distraction.
Okay, cool. I'll roll convince. Oh!
All right. You have their attention fully.
He's gonna, he just kind of walks up and he's like, did you see that, I don't know, hot rod or whatever over there? Like bright green. Can you believe what people are driving around these days? There it is. It looks like they ran into a lamppost or something.
And as you're distracting them, you can see the Doge doing his hardcore parkour behind in the background, jumping through over these walls. Are you going to try and get in as well, Henry, or are you just going to? You're trying to convince them to check out the car, or?
Yeah. Essentially, he's kind of just like, trying to get them to go take a look at it.
Right.
He's like, I think I just saw like somebody's just clothes sitting in there, like they just disappeared while they were driving or something. I don't know. It's kind of freaky.
Well, it's a slow night anyways. May as well check it out. An 11, I'm just going to pretty much give it to you because, they're going to step away. They're going to be a little suspicious. They're going to, you see them doing that whole surveying the area as they're walking towards the car, but you could probably slip in as they're doing this.
As they are walking away, he wants to use memory wipe to specifically, not to remove their memory about the car or any of that, but to remove their memory of him, essentially, so that they just kind of think they're walking over there to investigate it themselves.
Okay, let's take a risk for that.
Take a risk? Okay.
Yeah.
Take a risk. I'm applying my memory wipe tag for it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's take a risk? Oh, there it is.
Did you eat? Oh. I don't know.
I did.
You would have made it anyways.
Okay.
I was going to give you So Hungry. Oh, wait, no, that's Timothy.
Oh, okay.
I am so hungry.
Yeah, okay, on a 9. So the memory of the conversation?
Yeah, essentially so that like they don't remember having talked to a person. Essentially, he doesn't want them to like look back and see that Henry's gone and be like, "Oh, where the hell did that guy go?"
Right. On a 9, they do, but they're looking around confused, and you notice them instead of keep on going to the car, they start heading back to their posts.
Okay.
So you have to get in quick if you're gonna do this.
Yeah, essentially like as soon as they walk past them, past him, he just like slips in through the door. Right. After Timothy.
So you're all in Liz's room now. Henry, you immediately notice the book that you saw on the nightstand. Can everyone roll me some investigation rolls?
Yes. Investigate. Where'd it go? There it is. Great success.
Okay. So Doge and Timothy, both of you look around. At most, you can find some clothes that won't quite fit Timothy.
Well, I'm assuming Liz is not short for lizard and is actually Elizabeth. And Timothy is a slab of a man. So
on let's see, on a 10, you have the book. You can start looking through it, and I'm gonna say that you also get from the book falls out a couple of pamphlets you can take a look at, and a receipt.
Okay.
The receipt is for a dress shop, pamphlets, like a couple motels and a chapel.
Interesting. Okay, plus dress shop, plus motels. As he's looking at all of this stuff, he looks at Doge. What is Doge doing while they like investigate this room?
Well, Doge was having a little look, but then they realize that they're in a nice high vantage point and no one can see them really, so they've probably stopped looking, which is why they rolled so low on their thing. I mean, I'm not sure what move Wild's going to play on me, but I think I'll start lighting up a cigarette.
You're outside though, right?
Yeah, I'm outside, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Does Timothy do anything else, or just
Henry can see like random articles of clothing sort of floating and then being sort of discarded and floating up and being discarded.
All right. So as you read through the journal, Henry, you see a couple entries. You notice that the back is kind of sparse. It's mostly filled with a bunch of hearts and things like that. Then as you slowly go through, you kind of see it's like, I can't believe we're actually doing this. And it's like, I think I found the perfect dress. And you specifically on one entry, you're like, it's pretty much like boxed and a bunch of hearts around it. And it's like, she writes in, I think she's my soulmate.
And there's no mention of names or anything like that for who this pertains to?
Nope.
Okay. Mary, but he looks at the receipt for the dress shop after looking at this, and he kind of looks in the general direction of where clothes are being flung from. And he's like, "All right, I think I'm starting to put this together a little bit. I think we got kind of like a unrequited, well, not unrequited, that's not right, but like a secret love affair. I think she might have eloped."
With who?
Well, I mean, I suppose in a family like this, just about anyone could be I don't know, not a great match, but if she feels like she needs to run away, Might be one of the Thompsons. But I don't have enough evidence to really make that call just yet.
Maybe we should go over to Jesse's.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We just gotta get I gotta get back out of this house. And he looks at the window where where you can probably see where Doge is, and he's like,
see cigarette smoke floating through the window.
And he's gonna walk over and he's gonna.
I think probably Doge has started while smoking. They've got out their pen and they're tagging the window. Probably just something like ride or die or something. I don't know.
He's literally while Doge is still tagging, Henry just walks over and starts opening the window. What are you doing? You signed your name on the place we're sneaking into?
No, that was already here. That was already here. That wasn't me. And that was the fastest cigarette flick you've ever seen as well, by the way.
Can you roll me a sneak around for opening the window, Henry?
Sure. Sneak around. Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, there it is.
All right. So the guards don't hear you opening up the window. Good. How are you going to try and get out?
He looks back at just where he last sort of guessed Timothy was, and then he looks out the window. Is there any way for him to sort of get down, a tree or something?
Roll to change the game.
Cool.
Let's see. Do you have anything that can affect this?
Oops, I rolled. Let's see if there's any tags that apply to it.
Or 9. Yeah, see if you have any tags that will help this. So.
Maybe self-reliant in terms of just he knows how to take care of himself.
Yeah, I'd give you self-reliant.
Okay, so we bump it to a 10.
Oh, but then you also have always gets into trouble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can take the 9. Wow. I think.
I'll give you cautious, so I'll make it a 10.
Okay, cool.
All right, so with that, yeah, there's definitely a tree on the outside. You could essentially climb down it. So, yeah, great.
Cool.
All of you are outside, but you want to go across town now?
Yeah.
Jesse's.
I think we want to go to Jesse's apartment. I think the easiest way would probably be to sneak back to the car, but Henry's definitely going to drive this time.
Are the people still around the car?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
No, because of the memory wipe, they walked back to the
right.
place.
Yeah, they walked back to the place. Okay. So we can get back to Timothy's clothes as well.
And my towel.
Yeah, and your towel, very important.
Paid $50 for the towel.
Henry and Doge walk up to the car, and Henry kind of just starts walking towards the driver's seat, looking at Doge.
Does Doge resist at all? You're fine with getting into the passenger seat?
Yeah, no, Doge would be fine. He had fun. Okay. The only thing is, he probably wouldn't walk down, if they're sitting on this high vantage point. How many stories up are we, roughly?
I was only a 2-story house.
Oh, he'll jump. Parkour,
Parkour.
Thank you very much to Anik and the Maharishi, who have donated a disadvantage to me because I know why, and an advantage to Jeff.
Okay. All right. So you guys can head over to Jesse's without any issue. At this point, it's fairly late at night. There's not too much traffic, and the guards forgot that they were supposed to look at the car. So
nice.
All right.
Actually worked out pretty well.
So at Jesse's apartment, let's see.
Are there more guards?
This is for the Thompson place. Not really, because Jesse's their number 2. They're known to handle themselves. So, if anything, just the second apartments, you just have to get past the front desk. Assuming you don't want anyone to notice you.
Yeah.
I can still stay, invisible, or I can put on some clothes.
Well, they kind of like pull up in this bright green pearlescent lowrider,
With a damaged front.
and he's like, well, how about this, Dorian? Can you grab Timothy's clothes and just store those in your bag so we can at least get him dressed once we're up there? Dorian.
What?
Dorian.
What?
Doge.
What? Like he was a
Will you
million miles
put-
away looking out the window.
Will you put Timothy's clothes in your bag so that we have it when we get there, so that he doesn't have to walk around naked?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. What do you?
Stuff him
God, whatever. I'm just rude. And he gets out of the car grumbling. I don't know how we want to get in, so I will leave that to you too for a second.
Well, I'm naked and invisible, so I'm just gonna hang back until I find out. I assume you've shared the address with everyone. Yeah, so I'll just go up, assuming there's no key, lock or buzzer or something.
It is locked, but you could probably get access through the window on the side of the building. So,
Window up high on the side of the building. I'll go for that.
you can always break down the door. Maybe there's a spare key at the front desk.
Yeah, I think so. Henry would use his usual, just kind of direct approach of just like he's just gonna walk into the front desk and talk to anybody there. But I assume Doge goes around the side and climbs up.
Yeah, high window. That's. I'm all over that.
All right, so Henry decided to do a sneak around. You're talking to, Doge is doing a sneak around. You're talking to the front desk person, Henry?
Yeah.
So you can do a convince, whatever you're trying to talk to them about. And Timothy, you're just
I'm palling
naked.
Yeah, I'm palling naked with Henry. Is there a way that I could assist Henry by taking away some good fortune of this front desk person?
Sure.
Okay.
So I'll give you an extra positive for that, Henry.
Cool. Yeah, he's just gonna do the kind of usual walk up, make up a bullshit story.
And Doge, I want you to roll that with your disadvantage. Let's do that.
Oh, the disadvantage. Got it.
Yeah.
Sneak around, right?
Yes. No.
Nice.
So it's 1, 9.
Yeah, do you roll twice?
Yeah, just do one more roll.
For
Me
the
too?
disadvantage?
Yeah. Just Doge.
Using the disadvantage. I see. I thought you meant I added an extra -1.
Okay.
Ah.
It's an 8. So yeah, just roll again. Oh, a 6. Okay. So, yeah, as you're climbing up, you fall. Essentially, you fall in front of the front gate. So the front desk person, kind of runs outside to say, like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing out there?"
Oh, Dorian only knows one way to react. He immediately drops trowel, so he's mooning the guard and starts running.
Right.
You didn't learn that from me.
At least the front desk is unmanned right now.
Yeah, I feel like Henry, like Henry's first reaction is like, "Oh my god, like holy, is he okay?" And then he sees this and he's just like, and then he turns and he just kind of like, he knows that it's at least upstairs, so he just like heads to the stairwell and starts going upstairs.
Okay. Right. So yeah. So Timothy and Henry pretty much get up there. You find the spare key. Doge, you just have to take a risk to see if you can get away. Or do you want to actually try and fight the guard?
No, I'll try and get away. I'm gonna use my skateboard. Maybe nimble as a fox as well.
That works.
Cool. Take a risk. Boom.
Yeah, the second you round the corner, he loses you.
Yeah, and I just have this beautiful moment of skating, freeballing, and then, pull my pants back up.
All right, so you all managed to make it into the apartment with this. So everyone rolls an investigate, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Can I take? Wait, where's my thing? Yeah, can I take a? No, I'll take the mild success. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm starting to realize why you guys keep me around, because I'm pretty good at causing distraction.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the muscle, the distraction, and then you have the person who actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah, just the voice, the talker.
Doge, you can also roll
Oh,
investigation.
you want me to investigate as well? Cool. I thought I was running away. Got it. Untick things. I have nothing for investigating. In fact, this is great. Boom.
Right. So, Doge, you find absolutely nothing. What do you want to do while you're waiting?
Same thing I do every night, Pinky. I'm gonna start tagging the wall and light up a cigarette. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna try to find my clothes and hope they're not covered in burrito.
Oh no, your clothes are in my bag. I cannot guarantee whether they're covered in burrito or not.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
So you both, Henry and Timothy both find mild successes. Henry, you find a duplicate pamphlet of the chapel that you found in Liz's book. And Timothy, you find a small strip of it's one of those photo booth strips. Two women, in pictures. One of them looking very girly, one of them kind of stiff. But yeah, definitely both smiling.
Are there any other photos in the apartment?
The apartment is kind of bare.
Wait, it's a bear?
It's kind of like someone who doesn't have a lot of stuff, like they're very neat, like everything is in its place. So because of that, you do notice a few things are missing, like there's maybe not as much clothes as you think would be there, but for the most part it's like very neat. There's just not a lot of stuff.
Henry, do you know what either of these are?
Either I take the pictures. Is it do I see Liz and Jesse, I'm guessing?
You, let's see, whose memory did you take? You took both of them. Two guards' memories from both.
Yeah, one from each side, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. So this would ping off that you may not know that it's them, but they do have a hint of recognition from those memories.
Okay. Yeah. As the kind of like older memories begin to fade, he's just kind of like, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least one of these is Liz, and I think the other one's Jesse, which would kind of go with my theory that we got a sort of Capulets and Montagues kind of thing going on.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's a good one. I loved it. Leonardo DiCaprio, great. He's like, well, there's a chapel we can go to. I suspect, and he looks at the pamphlet. I suspect, based on the dress receipt and the journal, that somebody's been married or is getting married and most likely skipping town. I guess back to the car and then.
If you look on the pamphlet, you also notice that there's a time and date for tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Cool. Yeah. So Henry is like sometime. Okay. So it looks like maybe tomorrow, 11 a.m. Meet them roundabout at that chapel. See what these two kids are up to. Which is nice because that'll give me a chance to go back to the shop and make sure everything's tidy for the day. And hopefully Sophia hasn't lit the place on fire yet.
If you want me to, I can also take a look at your kitchen. Make sure that it's all good.
You don't. No, that's okay. You don't want to see my kitchen. I promise you.
Timothy's anxiety heightens.
And so there were no guards outside. So this time, Henry like walks over to the window, which because Doja's okay. Never mind. He's like, all right, well, I mean, maybe meet roundabout this place close to 10:30, and then should be good. I guess. Where no one's keeping that car, but we could use it at least to get home for the evening. And so I assume they Henry would just leave. He would just walk out,
Timothy would request his clothes back.
Burrito covered, marker pen leaks.
Marker pen, nice.
Kind of looks at the burrito, which Timothy knows what happens to burritos when you leave them in room temperature for too long. And just very gingerly I think I'll just spend the night, going back. It's better that no one really sees me,
There's also a CKY ticket in there.
All right. So if there's anything that you all want to do before we head out, or we can just skip heading directly towards the chapel.
Yeah, I figured they, or at least Henry, just spends the night with Sophia and tidying up the bookshop or whatever, and then heads to the chapel in the morning.
I think Timothy would try to see if he can find out anything more about the person that got us onto the job, because if this is the Leonardo DiCaprio thing with the unrequited love, then if the person who hired us is a Capulet or a Montague, we don't want to ruin this wedding between these poor lovebirds. So kind of see if there's a way that I can it was the detective, right? Yeah, I want to see if Detective Charlie is has a horse in this race.
Sure, you can roll to change the game.
Yeah.
A 9. Does this use any of your skills help out with this, or anything that you would be able to figure out?
Paranoid, but that's a minus. It depends on what I'm doing, because I have an eye for details and a trustworthy appearance. So
I would say that you've known Detective Charlie for a while. You suspect that you don't suspect him of anything, but your paranoia's, you're not quite sure. You probably think that you would probably want to be there just in case, but if you want, you could definitely call him and tell him where y'all are meeting up, if you think that would help.
I want to call him and tell him hey Charlie, so basically what we think we found out is they're
There's nothing nefarious going down. It wasn't a gang versus gang type of thing. Just a young girl trying to get away and get hitched.
All right. Do you know where they are now?
No.
All right. Well, if you can find them now, that'd be great. You know, things are starting to escalate a bit around here. So
Maybe tomorrow.
all right. Just let me know.
Click. He doesn't say bye. He's a man of stupid words, and no, he doesn't really talk to people on the phone much. And then he's going to scrub his kitchen and the utensils he ate with, and scrub the box they're in, and get a new bag. And ready for the next day.
Did he take the clothes home?
No.
Did Doge want to do anything to prepare, or is he?
What were his clothes like?
Well, he wasn't working that day, so they were probably like not like workout clothes, like one of the like Under Armour short sleeve shirts, you know, and like gym shorts, and athletic shoes with man socks, not like the I care about my socks showing under my shoes, but like dad socks almost.
Oh. Dodge is gonna take the Under Armour. Like, that seems cool.
And his underwear. He wears boxers. He's a boxers kind of guy. He likes the freedom.
No. If you'd have been wearing like track pants, he'd have been all over that. But like gym shorts. So he sticks with his jeans. And we're heading home for the night, right? So I guess Dodge heads back to his house, which he shares with his dad. His dad will undoubtedly be at work. He runs a bar, but it's one of them bars that's not very like busy, but just busy enough to need staffing, but also not quite successful enough to like have enough money to hire someone else. So his dad's just like never around, and his house is pretty much a wreck because it's Dodge's house, and he just goes nuts in there.
All right. So you all are good to meet up or pick each other up and head over to the chapel.
I think none of us were saving the car unless.
Oh, if no one else is taking the car, I'll definitely drive it back to mine.
Yeah,
I don't think we would let you drive it back, but I'm pretty sure you could come back and steal it. Like,
yeah. I think the two of us definitely are like, yeah, don't do anything with it, like, and then we leave, and then you come back and
yeah. And like before I go to sleep that night, I spend the night tagging it like all over, just like marker pen all over the thing, and I leave it on my drive as well. I don't like, or like right outside my house. I'm not in any way being clever about this.
All right. So, listen, you all meet up at a. Shoot.
Does Doge drive that car to our meetup?
Yeah, sure. I'm getting better at it, guys.
All right. So, as you all meet up, do you enter the chapel? Do you scope it out, or so?
Timothy would have picked out a nice suit for the occasion, and is gonna try to go in there like not his nicest suit, but like a decent suit, because he's afraid he's gonna lose his clothes again to Burrito Madness, and he'll go in. He'll kind of like nod to the other two and start walking.
I think Henry's actually done the same. He has like a tattered kind of like schlubby suit on, but like only at like Sophia's insistence. He actually he totally just shares literally everything that he does with his daughter. So he's just like, yeah, I gotta go investigate like a gang wedding. And she's insists that if he's going to a wedding he has to wear a suit. So he's like maybe a little bit nicer than he would look on his own, because she's had to and they're like, no, you got to do it, and da da da. But yeah, so he walks in with Timothy.
Okay, and Doge.
Doge will rock up wearing nearly the same clothes as yesterday, but with Under Armour instead of the trashy t-shirt he was wearing. He would have put on a fresh hoodie, which would be a good Charlotte hoodie. And he's gonna rock up in the car eating the burrito from yesterday that he just remembered.
Wonderful. As each of you walk in, can you all roll me a face danger, please?
Oh no.
Oh, let's see. Timothy, okay, and
Oh, actually, can I use I'm going to use that advantage that I got to roll again.
I'll use mine to negate it. And
Would we
Doge.
have anything to add to this, or just straight up face danger?
You can use Maze of the Mind.
Okay. Which I think would bump it to a 7.
7, that would be a pass. Doge.
I'm fairly self-reliant. Could I add that to this?
Self-reliant? No, this would not work on this.
Okay.
Do you have anything that's mental ability like?
Mental ability like? No.
Yes. Okay, so then no. I think do you still have an advantage you can use?
I do. Yeah, why not? We'll use an advantage. Let's do it. Let's do it. Good job, we did it. There you go.
All right, so let's see. All right, so with a mild success, Timothy and Doge, you feel an urge to just sit down into the pews. You don't quite feel anything, but Henry, you get this urge to confront the two.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Are they so they're in here? They're
right. You roll me a 1d2 if you can.
1d2, yeah. 1 second. 1d2. 1.
On a 1, you confront Liz.
Okay.
You have this urge to you cannot allow this wedding to happen. You cannot allow this union between these two gangs to happen. So you want to try and stop this from happening.
Interesting.
At any cost. So how would you go about that?
So it's essentially just like a primal urge that rises up into him as he enters this place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would definitely manifest in Henry as you're two kids, you don't know what you're doing, you're getting in way over your heads, you're going to upset your whole family, everybody's going to be against you on this is a terrible idea. And he's just like this weird old man in like a nasty suit walking up to them just like, you gotta stop, no.
Can Timothy and Doge roll me, I guess investigation would probably be best for this. Or actually change the game. Anything that could help you notice stuff. Anything.
Are we trying to figure out what's going on, or are we just trying to stop Henry?
Anything that can help you solve anything, just any positives that would help, that would coincide with this.
Say an eye for details.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Doge.
Into the game, mild success.
Okay, so you noticed essentially there's a purple aura emanating from Jess and Liz and also Henry as he's confronting them. You suspect that this is what's making Henry confront them. Liz is like, but we love each other, and if we can't live together, then it's probably not even worth living. And Jesse is like, yeah, I'd rather be dead than not be able to live my life without Liz.
Does it seem like, so is it coming off of them, or is it enveloping them together? Or
yeah, it's kind of it's almost tentacle like it's reaching out and forcing them into this, it's almost like they're acting out a play. or a movie,
I was just slightly upset that he didn't put on his My Bloody Valentine hoodie instead of his Good Charlotte hoodie. Henry, dude, not cool.
Henry, you can roll me another face danger.
Yeah. Is this to kind of combat the power over me?
Yes. See if you can. I'm gonna with a -4 because you're under its influence.
Okay. Can I apply? She keeps me sane. Sophia's kind of like essentially his rock in the real world, and seeing these two young women essentially in danger, I think would apply.
I'll give you keeps me sane and cautious.
Cautious. Okay. Cool. And you said one negative status?
Yeah, a negative status for the aura, and always gets into trouble.
Okay, always gets into trouble. Okay. And sorry, what was the base roll? What am I rolling?
Face danger. Yeah.
Okay. 9.
On a 9. All right, you can compose yourself somewhat, but you still feel the urge. You've stopped confronting them necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
Can I talk to Henry when I notice that he's like in this purple?
Yeah.
I want to go up to him and say, "Hey, now look, this might be weird, and there's certainly something strange going on. But think about your own daughter, man. Wouldn't you want her to do what makes her happy? I mean, confronting these two about this. I mean, love is love, and we should let it happen if it's gonna happen."
He, as kind of just before Timothy starts talking, he like looks at Doge. He's like, "Don't call me dude." I mean, yeah, just I'm not sure what's coming over me. It just, I mean, they're throwing their lives away. You don't think this is a little early, a little rushed? I mean, I've seen the receipts.
Can I try to convince him using the opponent's strength against him and try to argue like, oh, if it was your daughter, like you would still love her and you would still support her. Maybe this whole thing will turn out okay.
Yeah, you can. But as you're doing this, you notice that Liz and Jesse, they haven't stopped talking. They're still going on about it. Liz is pretty much like a life without Jesse is not worth living, and so we may as well just not live at all. And Jesse's like, "You are right. We must end this, for they will never accept us." And you see Liz take out a knife and start to place it over her.
Can
her
Doge
heart.
throw a skateboard at Liz? Right in the head.
Yeah, you could definitely try.
I'd like to hit it with all I've got.
Go for it.
I'm going to use my skateboard. And I think that's it. Oh no, I'm dangerous looking. I'm kind of dangerous looking. Can I apply that?
I'll give you Skater Boy. Let's see. What else you have? Skater Boy. I'll give you Dangerous. Set of skateboards. And I'll give you Nimble as a Fox.
Yeah. Hit it with all you got.
But
But
soft spot for children. And yeah.
That brings it down to a mild success.
All right. So you manage to you hit Liz, and she's like, what the hell is going on? Then you see her eyes kind of glaze over as she dropped the knife when you hit her. She's reaching down to pick it back up. All of you notice that Jessie is pulling out a gun from the back of her pants.
Damn it, I don't have any more skateboards.
Can I run up and use my mythos of absorbs life force, not to kill her, just to unconsciousness.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to use my advantage on this, and since I'm just walking up kind of like whoosh, can I also throw in trustworthy appearance?
Yeah, you can do trustworthy appearance, and what else would you get? Take away good fortune.
Okay. And then is this hit with all you got?
Yes.
Okay. And I want to use my advantage on it. So
All right.
okay. Well, that's how it goes. Okay, so 12.
On a 12, you notice that you're not actually draining Jesse's life. You notice that you're draining the purple aura. The aura around Jesse is decreasing to the point where she's looking around, just going, "What is going on? Why? Liz?" And Liz is picking up the knife. She's just like, "What are you doing?" Does anyone else want to do anything else?
Am I able to act of my own volition now?
I would say because of the 12 that Timothy did, yes, the aura managed to. But you've noticed the aura is greatly affected on Liz right now.
Okay. I feel I want to run up so that I'm within close range of them and try to essentially clear away as much of who's grabbing the knife. Liz,
Yes.
Yeah. Excuse me. I kind of want to like wipe away as much of Liz's memory of kind of the events that have led up to this as I can, which would be kind of very delicate, but with the intention of sort of just kind of like clearing away as much of this fog as possible. Essentially trying to almost like scrub her mind clean of this power, if that makes sense.
Right. Let's see, I would give you that along with, what was it? And you'd also have to use Steal Memories.
Steal Memories, okay.
So memorize and Steal Memories.
Can I apply Cautious to it? Because he's like very specifically trying to like thread the needle on this.
Yes.
Cool. And then anything else?
It's -1 for aura.
-1 for aura. Okay, cool. Oops, up one. Okay, cool. And what am I rolling?
This would be Face Danger.
Face Danger. A 7.
On a mild success. All right. So as you're doing this, the aura for Liz decreases. She drops the knife. She's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. But you get some blowback as these two manage to escape the aura. In your head, you get this feeling of this voice. It's like, we must complete this tragic story. 2 lovers must die. You should kill your loved one. And you have a sense that you want to see Sophia right now.
No.
Everyone else, Doge and Timothy, you as you see Jesse and Liz just kind of like fall, collapse to the ground, kind of crying. They don't know what's going on, but they're embracing each other. What do you two do?
Well, they're not killing each other anymore, so Dodge would probably look at Timothy and Henry to get a summary of like
Timothy's probably still like trying to like suck in if he could see any more of this aura, and drain that force. And if he can't see any more of the aura, it's just sort of gonna like, anybody able to perform rites in marriage?
The preacher's still there.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, but do these two even want to get married right now? I kind of on the ground. This isn't usually how people get married.
Oh, are they unconscious right now?
No, but they're like huddled together weeping.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's just wet feet. And is the gun and the knife like on the ground?
Yeah.
Like, they dropped. I want to just like grab those and kind of like put them in my suit band, my belt band.
Henry, under the effects of the aura, what would you do?
So I think that under the effects of the aura, he would want to get those from Timothy. But I also think that Henry is pretty smart and also extremely well-read. Not that you need to be well-read to know about Romeo and Juliet, but he kind of gets what's going on with the mist and everything, and what this is trying to enact. I think he would know enough to really just give one like final push against all of this, and try to clear it from his mind, essentially push this power out of him.
All right. You can do one more. Let's see. Let's go hit with all you got.
So I'm going to do hit with all you got. I'm wondering, because it's a one shot, but also because I very much want to succeed at this, can I burn my She Keeps Me Sane for the guaranteed, just...
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll burn it, and then you said hit it with all you've got, so it makes it a great success, right?
That makes it an automatic 10. It's an automatic.
Okay.
So, as you're thinking about Sophia, how does this escape you? How do you conquer this mythos?
I think we kind of take a step into Henry's mind a bit. We probably view it the same way that we've viewed like memories in the past. Very clearly, this is like a memory, and it's him sort of opening the store back when it first started, when he was very young. He was young and Sophia was still a little girl, and the two of them are like tidying up the store together and organizing everything, and like, the bookshelves are all still very tidy and have like an appropriate number of books on them and everything. Nothing's dusty, and it starts out with a lot of this purple fog, and then slowly but surely we see light from outside start to fill the space as it gets brighter, and that fog just pushes away and pushes away until it's just a clear scene of Henry, like, kind of having just this nice, pleasant moment with his daughter, opening this store that is essentially, at least definitely now, like his entire life aside from Sophia. It's kind of establishing that the two of them share this very important place together. Yeah.
Right. So as this aura dissipates from you, it's coming off like steam off your body, just kind of dissolving into the ether. Just, it was there and now it's not. You collapse to the floor, probably crying a little bit with these memories of Sophia, but also on the back of your mind, you can't let go of that feeling of why you wanted to go see her in the first place. The rest of you, you get a call from Detective Charlie. He's saying that the gangs have kind of just backed off. There's for no real reason. They just kind of didn't want to fight anymore. They all realized that none of them had any cards in the game. There was no good outcome for them trying to fight, and so everything just kind of stopped. He was like, I don't know what y'all did, but did you at least find the girl? Because everything seems to be all right now.
Yeah, I assume he's on the phone with Timothy or Doge, because Henry's...
yeah, probably Timothy, because Timothy called him last night.
Just like holds it out to Henry, who's gently weeping on the floor, and like, yeah, she's getting married to someone else, maybe. I don't know. There's lots of crying. So everyone's all right, though. Good to hear that everything's all right over there.
Did you manage to stay out of trouble, Doge?
Doge for you.
Hey, who is it?
What? It's Detective Charlie.
Sorry.
Damn it, Doge, what did you do?
Sorry, I think I'm going through a tunnel. I can't hear you. I just
Flip it shut.
Oh, Timothy, man, you can't just put me on like the line to the detective like that. Shit.
Takes the phone back. Well, I mean, we did what we wanted. I thought maybe you might want to use it to clear yourself of those skating tickets.
Yeah, you could have cashed in on that, kid. And Henry like stands up and he kind of straightens his suit. Anybody see me cry?
I stole a car yesterday. Like, dude's not gonna be cool with that.
Yeah, that might be a good point. We probably shouldn't bring that up. What about you two? And he looks at Liz and Jesse and he's like, you still... I mean, is this a wedding now? Y'all getting hitched or what?
Excuse me. Jesse's like, I mean, we weren't really planning on getting married, but
Oh, do you love each other?
we at least wanted to, meet each other's families first.
Sure. Might be hard with the whole, with the gangs, essentially.
Honestly, no, there's the two of us don't have any conflict. I mean, I don't see why there would be any issues.
Sure. I mean, okay, yeah.
We don't even know why we're here. Just some urge to. We had a plan. It was definitely a couple of years down the road, but.
Oh yeah, so right. So in City of Mist, not everybody knows about all the stuff going on, huh?
Well,
like all the
without once now that they're untouched, they don't know.
Right. Henry's like, oh, yeah, that sounds weird. Chemtrails, right? But you never know what's out there.
Who are you people even? Why are you with us in this chapel?
Try and light the mood. Dodge is going to go to the chapel hi-fi. You know all chapels have like hi-fis, right? Mm-hmm. And he's going to plug in his MP3 and start playing The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. Just to try and lighten the mood a little bit.
Upon them asking why they're here, Timothy kind of panics and just grabs Henry's hand and says, "We're next."
Okay. I mean,
supporting other people getting married.
Yeah. Good luck to y'all. Do you want to just go home with this? Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to. I mean, it's kind of our big day, so.
This is my best suit.
This place is cheap. Why would you get married here?
Not that bad.
What? No,
right.
Are you kidding me? You have to have like 1,000 people. You have to have like 1 million presents. It's got to be in the backyard of a mansion.
And you got to double check the caterer, because some of those caterers
Okay, don't. Henry just kind of tugs on Timothy's hand. Don't, not right now. It's fine. Yeah, I guess y'all should just skedaddle. You know, this place is gross and cheap, so.
And this is our song playing.
Yeah, we love the middle budget world, so if you could just.
Yeah, y'all are weird. We're just gonna go.
As soon as they leave, Henry just kind of gently lets go of Timothy's hand. Okay, well.
That was a close escape, right?
Yeah, that was. It kind of got me for a second. I was in its thrall, and I was like,
Hey, thank you very much, GoFundMe donator. That's enough for a couple of beans, I think.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Yeah, we've just received another £35 there. Thank
All right,
you.
Henry, get your coffee.
Nice.
I'll get my tostillas.
Oh, yeah. Let me just... Here we go, folks.
So salty.
Peach or barf?
Caffeinated. Hope I don't drink
what color
too much.
this is. What color even is that? See, this is the problem with being a colorblind person.
Yellow.
That's yellow.
Right, there isn't a yellow one on this.
Oh, God. No. What do you got, Wild?
It's definitely not peach.
I don't know what the fuck I just
Very
did.
good measure. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Deep breaths.
The acidity, right?
My God.
I don't even know what flavor that was, okay? It tasted mildly horrible, mildly nice, but it's not even on the sheet. I can't even begin to imagine what kind of flavor that was. This one, there's either stink bug or toasted marshmallow.
Oh.
Hey, it's marshmallow.
There you go. Oh. Nice.
Happy ending for everyone.
Yeah.
That's the game master.
Well, yeah.
So I guess that wraps up City of Mist. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you want to do an ending, what do you want to do when you all go home?
We go back to the bookstore, of course.
Yep. Yeah.
Collect our
Head
reward.
head back to the bookstore, collect our reward from Detective Chuckles, and I assume Henry goes upstairs to Sophia's room, who is like 15, and so he he just walks in, and she's like, "Oh my God! Like, what? Do you knock?" And he just kind of like brings her into just a big hug, and he just holds her for a bit while she's like, "What is going on?" And then eventually he lets go, and he's like, "Do your homework and the dishes," and leaves.
I now have a headcanon of Doge at some point and Sophia like
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh no.
It's probably like one of the times that Doge like comes out of prison, you know, like she's like there waiting for him.
Oh God!
Henry starts having nightmares.
Yeah. She had the worst dream.
The residue of the mists. Just dream about that every night.
So does Timothy do anything, or?
As Henry goes up to have this touching reunion, and after we've gotten a reward, Timothy will go into the bookstore, the apartment above the bookstore's kitchen, and start scrubbing it,
Oh no!
throwing out a bunch of the food that is from non-reputable sources. And then just sort of like slip like a couple 20s into like a coffee cup to make up for it before going off, as I feel like Timothy does every so often, every fortnight or so. Timothy blesses the kitchen.
And Doge.
Oh yeah, Doge spirals into more and more crimes. Grand Theft Auto didn't really get punished, so yeah, he just starts stealing more and more stuff. Like, you know, people keep turning him away from jobs because he doesn't have a college degree or anything like that, and he's not going to do it. So like he just starts stealing shit and like ends up, you know, probably ends up joining one of them gangs. Probably ends up actually doing one of them initiations at some point, and hopefully romances.
He knows what to expect now.
Yeah, right. He had a taster session, and probably ends up, you know, eventually trying to, you know, romance Henry's daughter. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, that's so good.
Like turning up on his motorcycle. He becomes a motorcycle rider later on, you know, like, yeah.
Oh man.
I feel like he keeps coming to like the detective sessions, and just like every time Timothy and Henry are just like,
oh, you got into what?
I mean, I guess we got bail together, right? Like,
Look, right, they don't understand the law, okay? You're supposed to be allowed one set of assault before you get done for.
That's not at all how that works.
Well, everyone, how about we go around and wrap up this little session today? We'll start in the opposite order this time. Tell us who you are, what your favorite part was, and where we can find you online. Starting with Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm Sagephilia on Twitter. You can find me on here periodically where I play things and have fun with good people. My favorite part of the session, probably that moment where Doge is driving the car and Henry is just panicking in the side, trying to give like best dad directions and sort of probably thinking like, oh God, in like a year this is going to be my daughter doing this, and Timothy's just casually getting naked while getting slammed around in the back. I like that. That's a good image.
Thank you so much, Holly. Next we have Jeff.
Hi. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Many-Eyed Monster, where I write RPGs and RPG supplements. I mean, I feel like my favorite part as a whole was just kind of the entire like a group dynamic. Holly, like you said, like we had kind of like the muscle, the brains, and the distraction. Like, I think it all worked out like really, really well. I liked that. We all had like our very distinct ways of entering a place that we were not supposed to be in. Yeah, this is a ton of fun. This was great.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. For me, I think it's got to be the interactions between Henry and Dodge. Like, he definitely always calls him dude, even if he does start successfully dating his daughter. I think even if he married his daughter, he'd still call Henry dude. You know, like that's definitely my favorite part. And how about WildeEngineer?
Hey,
So much for DMing for us.
thank you. Yeah, I'm WildeEngineer. You can catch me on here on Scratticus every now and then. I'm around. My favorite part was definitely the impromptu initiation. I should have figured something crazy like that was going to happen. Yeah,
we got a car out of it.
I mean, the scene I had planned was at a duck pond, but I guess a gang initiation works better.
Same thing, really. There was something. No.
Warehouse.
Melted concrete, duck pond.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for playing. And this is a quick thing I did, but just tragic love. It's something I really enjoyed this. So thank you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, it really was. Thank you.
Well, everyone, that just leaves me. There'll be some closing links going into the chat now, which is all the places you can find us, support us, and be part of our community. Also, all the places you can find information about our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, whose logos are right above me. Also, today, we are raising money for our friend Heavenleigh. All of the donations that you've put in are going straight to her, and also we are supporting the GoFundMe on screen, as you can see over in the top right there. Go and check it out. She's been having a real hard time. She's a key member of this community, and she needs our help, so let's turn up. We'll be back. I'm going to put 20 minutes on the clock again to set up the next show. So we'll be back in around 20 minutes where we will be running with Kent Weeb's first ever stream as a DM. also feeds into the Kent Weeb's first stream meme, but like also it genuinely is his first time DMing, and I'm really
I've
looking
heard that
forward to it. Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, we'll be back in 20 minutes. Keep on evoking emotions, and we'll see you later on. Bye.
Bye-bye.